So what makes a really good classroom presentation? Well, I would put that down to two factors. Number one is not overcomplicating the matter in which you're talking about. Engage with young people and keep things simple. Number two, using visual techniques such as the one I have behind me. And also making things hands-on for young people. Doing that, they'll take in over 90% of the information in which you tell them. So as an employer, before considering this type of work, you should really look at two factors. One is the amount of time you've got to put to this. The more time you've got to put to this, the better your sessions will be and the more you'll engage with younger people. Number two is what kind of work will make you happy. So is it careers fairs? Is it going into schools, giving lessons? Or just looking at the strategic elements to how you can get younger people involved in your industry? Employers should prepare for school sessions by getting all their information together a good week or 2 weeks before their session's about to begin. And then it's just a case of practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, and being knowledgeable about the subjects you're talking about will help you engage with the younger people. As an ambassador, you can make a real difference by contacting the school or college prior to your presentation, asking them what they're currently doing on the curriculum, and therefore you can work on your key messages for your presentation. This will give real clarity to the information in which you give them, and also you can convey your pride and passion for your industry in a really enthusiastic and energetic manner. For example, I work in the agricultural industry, and a really good method of showing young people what produce comes from an area of field or land is to lay down a metre square, and from that have a jar of wheat or a jar of barley and show them how much bread is produced from that metre square, how much beer is produced from that metre square of barley, how many potatoes or jacket potatoes, chips or crisps you can produce from a metre square. It's a really good way of showing young people what produce comes from the land and how important it is to sustain production of food in the countryside. So my 3 top tips for taking on these sessions. 1 is to make them really interactive, so young people engage with you. 2 is to allow enough time to put to these sessions, and that includes planning and preparation, as well as giving enough time on the day. 3 is to make sure you're ready for a difficult question. So read around the subject areas in which you're talking about and be prepared to take on anything.